Strong people aren't born fearless. They are shaped by pain, by loss, by choosing themselves when it was easier to please everyone else. And because of that, they carry a kind of power that makes others uncomfortable. But here's the truth. Strength isn't about being loud or unshakable. It's about refusing to apologize for the very things that keep your soul alive. If you've ever been made to feel guilty for being yourself, if you've ever been told you're too much or not enough, listen carefully, because today I'll share with you 5 things strong people never apologize for. And the last one, if you embrace it, may completely change the way you see yourself. We apologize for our feelings, for our dreams, for our boundaries, even for existing as ourselves. We shrink because we're told it's the polite thing to do, the safe thing to do. And little by little, our light begins to fade. But strong people are different. They have walked through the fire of rejection, loneliness, and doubt. They have faced their shadows and discovered a truth Jung understood deeply. You cannot live in harmony with others until you stop betraying yourself. Strength, in its purest form, isn't about dominance or arrogance. It is about authenticity. It is about the quiet courage to say, "This is who I am, and I will not apologize for it." 1. Speaking the truth. Jung once said, "Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darkness of other people." Strong people understand this, and that's why they never apologize for speaking the truth. The truth often disturbs because it exposes what others would rather keep hidden, their shadows, their insecurities, their illusions. But strong people know that silence in the face of deception is complicity. They don't twist words to make them easier to swallow. They don't sacrifice their authenticity for approval, because truth may wound for a moment, but lies can enslave for a lifetime. And here's what Jung understood. When you speak the truth, you not only liberate yourself, you invite others to confront their shadow and perhaps discover their own light. So the first thing strong people never apologize for is honesty, even if it shakes the room, even if it makes others turn away. Because truth is not cruelty, it is clarity, and without it, there is no real connection. 2. Setting boundaries. Jung once wrote, "The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely, and boundaries are part of that acceptance." Strong people never apologize for drawing lines around their soul. They know that without boundaries, there is no respect, no safety, no room for the self to grow. At first, others may resist. They may say, "You've changed," or "You're selfish." But in truth, it is not selfish to honor your limits. It is an act of wholeness. Boundaries are not walls that keep love out. They are gates that protect it. And as Jung taught, every person carries both light and shadow. Without boundaries, you allow the shadow of others to spill into your own life, poisoning your peace. So the second thing strong people never apologize for is protecting their time, their energy, and their spirit. Because when you say no to what drains you, you are really saying yes to who you truly are. 3. Prioritizing themselves. Jung taught that the central task of life is individuation, the process of becoming who you truly are. And this journey requires one thing that many people fear most: putting yourself first. Strong people never apologize for prioritizing their own growth, their peace, and their inner balance. They know that constantly abandoning themselves to please others only leads to resentment and emptiness. It doesn't mean they are selfish. In fact, Jung reminded us that until you reconcile with your own soul, you cannot truly connect with another's. Prioritizing yourself is not rejection of others. It is the foundation of authentic love. Think of it this way. A candle that burns out cannot give light to anyone. By protecting their flame, strong people ensure they can shine brighter, for themselves and for those they love. So the third thing strong people never apologize for, putting their healing and their wholeness first. Because in Jung's words, the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video. Your support helps more people discover these ideas. And if you're enjoying this journey into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to the video. 4. Walking away. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." Strong people understand this. They've seen how patterns repeat, the same toxic relationships, the same betrayals, the same pain, until you finally wake up and say, enough. That is why they never apologize for walking away, whether it's from a relationship, a friendship, or even a part of themselves that no longer serves them. They know leaving is not abandonment, it is transformation. Walking away is the conscious act of breaking free from an unconscious cycle. It is refusing to keep living the same story and calling it destiny. Others may judge. They may say, "You gave up too soon. You should have stayed." But strong people see clearly. Holding on can be far more destructive than letting go. So the fourth thing strong people never apologize for is stepping away from what is misaligned with their soul. Because sometimes the greatest act of strength is not fighting harder, it's finally choosing freedom. 5. Being themselves. At the heart of Carl Jung's work lies one central truth. The privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. Strong people never apologize for this. They refuse to hide behind masks, to silence their voice, or to live according to someone else's script. They have faced their shadows and embraced both the light and the darkness within them, and in that integration, they've found freedom. Being yourself will always invite criticism. Some will envy your authenticity, others will fear it, because it reminds them of the masks they still wear. But Jung reminds us, until you live as your true self, you will always feel divided, restless, incomplete. So the fifth thing strong people never apologize for is simply existing as they are, unfiltered, unashamed, unapologetic. Because authenticity is not only a gift to yourself, it's a gift to the world. The world doesn't need another imitation, it needs you. Carl Jung believed that wholeness comes not from perfection, but from embracing every part of ourselves, the light and the shadow, the strength and the weakness. Strong people understand this, and that is why they live without apology. They don't apologize for their honesty, their boundaries, their self-priorities, their freedom to walk away, or their authentic self. And maybe that's the lesson for all of us. The moment you stop apologizing for who you are, you begin the lifelong journey Jung spoke of, the journey of becoming whole. That is the real strength. If Jung's wisdom spoke to you today, let me know in the comments which of these 5 truths resonated most with your own life. And if this message gave you strength, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need this reminder today. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.